Welcome back everyone, it is finally time to discuss the brand new patch released today, the 18th of April. This patch comes with a much anticipated nerf for Shuri, changes for other cards, a matchmaking update for infinite players, several token shop updates, the seasonal series drop, and other general updates. So let's get started. The first token shop update is the weekly spotlight. When a new Series 5 card is released, it will be immediately featured in its own section for its first week in Marvel Snap. Once you buy the weekly spotlight card, this section will be hidden until the next new card is released. Essentially, if you want the newest cards as they are released, this will provide them for you. The next change is to Ultimate Variants. No longer will Ultimate Variants pop up instead of Series 4 or 5 cards, but will instead have their own section and within their own rotation. Finally, the last change targets Series 4 and 5 cards. This is a new section only for Series 4 and 5 cards. The section will feature a card you don't own from all currently available Series 4 or 5 cards, and will rotate these cards every 8 hours. Series 5 cards will be added to this new section as soon as they leave the weekly spotlight. Next, let's talk about seasonal series drop. Every season, some cards drop to a lower series. Cards dropping from Series 5 to 4 are Ghost, Stature, and MODOK. Cards dropping from Series 4 to Series 3 are Shuri, Bast, Valkyrie, Super Skrull, and Black Panther. So now let's talk about some general updates to the game. The first general update is to the matchmaking system. Players that reach infinite rank will only match against other infinite rank players. The second general update is to card details. When you tap on a card for more details in the shop or the collection, the card detail screen now features artist credits, card series label, for example, Series 3, Series 4, or Series 5, and the variant rarity label, for example, rare, super rare, or ultimate. The third update is to card inspecting. When inspecting cards in game, you can now flip them to see the card back in full detail. They have also updated other areas of viewing card backs to show their 3D details. The fourth general update is to Season Pass XP accumulation. After about 10 hours of gameplay per day, players will stop earning Season Pass XP from gameplay for the remainder of the day. Let me know your thoughts about this change in the comments below. The final general update is to the collection track. The collection track has been extended. The first card update is a nerf to Shuri. Shuri's previous on reveal was changed to, if you play your next card here, double its power. The second card update is a nerf to Leech. Leech had his on-reveal ability removed and has a new ability. At the start of turn 6, remove all abilities from cards in your opponent's hand. Leech cannot be used with Lockjaw and Wasp to remove your abilities by turn 3 anymore, removing your combo halfway through the game like he used to. The third card update is a nerf to Lockjaw. Lockjaw had his ability removed and changed to, after you play a card here, swap it with a card in your deck, once per turn. This nerf limits the number of cards you can swap using Lockjaw to 1 card per turn. The fourth card update is a change to America Chavez. Instead of floating around your deck waiting for turn 6, America Chavez starts on the bottom of your deck and is drawn on turn 6. This change targets the issue that if Chavez was the top card in your deck, you would instead draw the next card. Over the course of the game, she would likely be the top card of your deck. This change was implemented in order to introduce new cards that interact with the top cards of your deck. The fifth card update is to Jubilee. Previously, Jubilee would add a card from your deck to the location you played her. Following this update, Jubilee adds the top card of your deck to the location you played her. The sixth card update is to Leader. Leader has received a buff and a nerf. His power was previously 7 but has been reduced to 2. Furthermore, his on-reveal has been changed to copy the enemy card or cards with the highest power played this turn but on your side. I wanted to briefly discuss the changes to Shuri. This change to her on-reveal ability is pretty substantial. Since you now have to play the card whose power you'd like to double on the location you played Shuri, this means that you can no longer use Cosmo to prevent Shang-Chi from destroying your buffed card. If you were to use Cosmo the same as you normally would, you would not be able to play the buffed card with Cosmo if you played Cosmo at a different location than Shuri. There's no fix to this, unfortunately for the Shuri abusers, as playing Cosmo with Shuri would prevent her ability. Shuri and Taskmaster decks will likely be able to avoid this nerf, as you will still be able to copy the double card's power using Taskmaster. However, this nerf to Shuri introduces a lot more counterplay. Non-priority Shang-Chis can be placed more accurately, Valkyries can become a reasonable counter, or you can play Professor X at a side location, knowing where your opponent will likely play. That's all for today. Let me know your thoughts on this recent patch update in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching, and please consider subscribing to my channel for upcoming Marvel Snap updates. Once again, thanks for watching.